As a founding father of Oakland University's diversity efforts, Dr. Manuel Pierson began his mission of supporting campus equality in 1965. He believed wholeheartedly in the power of education as he dedicated his 28-year career to the advancement of students. With the creation of an endowed scholarship, Dr. Pearson's pioneering and philanthropic spirit will live on.
He operated out of that old adage that if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. But if you teach a man to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. Why? Because you give him a livelihood. And he was about making investments in young people so that you could give them a livelihood.
He was a trailblazer in starting so many programs that really spoke to the need to provide support services to students. And so as an African-American leader, he saw the need to have diversity on our campus and the need for the interaction between different racial, ethnic, and cultural groups.
When I arrived at Oakland University in 1972, it was the epitome of high levels of racial tension.
But his civil rights agenda had to do with all people, not just African-American people. He thought that education was critical to the upward mobility of all people. And so when he came to Oakland, it was with the idea that to improve this place, we had to have diversity.
Back in the 70s, Oakland was not very diverse. There were very few minority students there. He personally went out and recruited students and provided opportunities for them to be successful.
He helped me with my confidence to appreciate that a young black urban kid from the city of Pontiac had the ability to be successful in college. He shared with me that the light comes on for different students at different times, and it doesn't come on for all at the same time. Those words are so true, and they ring true for me even to this day.
And he helped me to understand, like him, a person who came from very humble beginnings, there was no limit to what can be achieved if you really, really put the work into it. So he was about putting the work into it and about doing what was right.
One thing that I additionally took away from Dr. Pierson, as I said, is giving back to the community. Dr. Pierson was a giver. He was a giver to the community in general, but particularly he loved Oakland University, and he gave at every level that he could.
Once you graduate, you have to look back and give back, because there'll be students following you who need you. They need your wisdom, your knowledge, and your skills.
It's 10% of your talent, it's 10% of your time. You know, the more you give, the more you get back.
You don't have to be a millionaire to have $1 million heart. And that if they just give a little something, it will go a long ways. The Pearson Scholarship, the endowment scholarship, is not as a result of one person. It's a collective process. A group of us felt that we wanted to keep his legacy alive.
With the scholarship fund, I and others are hoping that it blossoms into something that creates a legacy that will stand forever.
Oakland University endowments such as this provide annual scholarships for students through perpetuity. Contributions both big and small will further OU's important mission for diversity and equality.